why do men even need to be confident in the first place? Because some people say, it's just another video on how to build confidence. Why does it even matter? It matters, man, because men are the natural leader, and leaders need to be confident. You can't have a leader that's not confident. It doesn't even make sense. Like, that doesn't even sound right in the same sentence to say a leader that lacks confidence. No, a leader needs to step up and be confident and lead his tribe, his team, his household, whatever the case is. What's going on, my man? Listen, I know you clicked this video because you need to get your confidence right, bro. Like, you're struggling right now, bro. You're struggling with it. Like, you're like, man, I kind of feel like I'm always being overlooked. I don't really get the opportunities that I feel like I should be getting. I'm not really doing too well with the ladies, whatever it is. Like, I got to develop better self-confidence. Like, how do I do that? I got the answers for you, man. We're going to take care of you today, give you a masterclass on building confidence, and give you at least a couple tips. I don't know about masterclass because it can go really deep, but I'll give you a couple tips on how to do that. And so, I think even just the broader topic of this is asking, why do men even need to be confident in the first place? Because some people say, it's just another video on how to build confidence. Why does it even matter? It matters, man, because men are the natural leader, and leaders need to be confident. You can't have, a leader that's not confident. It doesn't even make sense. Like, that doesn't even sound right in the same sentence to say a leader that lacks confidence. No, a leader needs to step up and be confident and lead his tribe, his team, his household, whatever the case is. And so that's what you need to do. Every man needs to be confident. If you're not confident, then do what you need to do. Take the steps to make sure that you are confident and you become that person. And so that's number one for me anyways. But the real reason why you probably want confidence is you either want to get better with girls, because that's probably the biggest thing. People want to get confidence, or men want to get confidence to be able to be confident talking to women, be able to, develop the gift of gab, be able to go up to girls at a party, at the grocery store, whatever. They want to be confident in themselves and feel like they can talk to anybody or do anything, right? And then number two, or maybe you've been picked on when you were younger or something like that, and I kind of made you insecure, and you just kind of always struggle with that. Like, there's multiple reasons why. Those are probably one of the bigger ones, but regardless, man, everyone needs to build self-confidence. And so we're going to talk about that. This is something like that I know very well personally, because I remember growing up, early years, early high school years, even junior high, things like that. A lot of girls thought I was good looking, but I lacked confidence. I was shy, right? I was confident in myself, but it was like a quiet confidence. I was more shy, definitely the quiet one for sure. Not how I am today, that's for sure. And so, I remember trying to like game girls up, and they'd be like, yeah, he's too shy, whatever. Like, my homie would be like, hey, what you think about my man's over there? Like, oh yeah, he's cool, but he's quiet, whatever. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And I used to get so mad. I'm like, what? Like, shorty, what you mean? And so I used to get like turned down because of that, being shy and lacking confidence. You know what I'm saying? Girls want dudes who are bold, who can talk to them about whatever, who can talk to them, as just like as a leader, right? Being a confident man, like that's attractive to them. So if you don't have that, it's obviously not going to be attractive to them. Think about it in your own life, man. Like, think about it in your own life. Like, how many times has that happened to you where you feel like you've been skipped over or passed by, whether it's for a girl or an opportunity or whatever it is, man? Like, that can leave a lasting impression on your life. Like, if you feel like you're kind of like always the oddball out, that's not a very good feeling. So you got to pull yourself out of that. And so that you don't ever have to feel like that again, develop yourself. So how do you develop confidence? Number one is developing a skill. I think that's probably the biggest, area. That's probably the first place you should start. Develop your skill. Again, self-mastery, right? For me, it was skateboarding. When I was growing up, I was very confident in myself, the fact that I was a good skateboarder. Not being cocky, just kind of being truth. Like, I was sponsored and traveling and things. Like, I was probably one of the best in the city. And so when I go to my local skate park, Ayala Skate Park in Chino, it was me and maybe three of my boys who were like ran that park. Me and my boy Josh, Jeremiah, Josiah, my boy Tyler. Like, we kind of like, when we walked in the park, people were just kind of like, they just wanted to watch us. You know what I'm saying? And so I developed a lot of confidence because of that. My skill of being able to compete and hold my own weight, and have people want to watch what I was doing, and how does he do that trick that way? How does he land so smooth or whatever? A lot of confidence was developed from that, and that came from honing in on a craft, a passion of mine, learning a skill that people thought was cool, whatever. And confidence came from that. So develop a skill. Then as I got older, I learned how to box, and boxing gave me a ton of confidence. That's another skill that I think men should learn how to do. Fighting doesn't have to be boxing. It doesn't have to be stand-up striking. It could be, jiu-jitsu. It can be wrestling. It can be Muay Thai if you're into kicking foods, you know what I'm saying? Breaking legs, like going crazy. Like, I'm not into kicking, but man, matter of fact, the other day I was training with my brother. We were boxing, and he comes from an MMA background, and he told me, he's trying to show me an example of what it feels like to get kicked. He kicked my leg, bro, and it was like a small little tiny kick, bro. I wasn't even trying, bro. I felt like my leg was about to break in half, man. So I don't mess with kicking, but if Muay Thai is your thing, man, kickboxing, whatever, go for it. But regardless, men need to learn how to do something like that. And so fighting is another thing that can help you become more confident. For me, it helped me be confident knowing the fact that I could go knuckle to knuckle with somebody and probably get the upper hand unless I come across another person that also practices what I do. And so that will give you a lot of confidence, man, just being able to take care of yourself and protect your family as well. So there's another one. Develop a skill is the main thing, though. Number 2, take pride in your appearance, man. If you are walking around like you don't take care of your hair, bro. Like you don't like get a fresh fade, you know what I'm saying? I'm long gone, bro. I'm bald, you know what I'm saying? So that's a wrap for me. But I make sure my beard's lined up, you know what I'm saying? You gotta look crispy, bro. You don't take care of yourself. You're wearing clothes that are too big or too tight or too whatever. You don't know how to match your colors, whatever. You don't take pride in your appearance. That's probably going to take a hit on your confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't feel good about yourself, and let's actually take the clothes part out of it. If you're not confident in yourself when you don't have anything on, like when you're not wearing the expensive watch, or you don't have a nice outfit on, are you proud of your body? Like that's going to be something that will either make or break confidence for you. You know what I'm saying? So how confident are you without any external things? You know what I'm saying? So take care of your appearance. Take pride in your appearance. There's a quote that I got from Jadena actually a couple years ago. He said, I believe that a man's representation of himself on the outer is really a representation of how he feels about himself on the inside. And so it's true, man. It's true. Like take care of your appearance, man. Take pride in that. Like that's the first thing that people see. Like how you carry yourself is like your business card. People can see you from a mile away and like that dude's sloppy. I don't know about him. That dude looks fit. He obviously takes care of himself. You know, the way he stands up straight, chest out, you know, head held high, shoulders rolled back. Like that's a confident dude right there. Like that seems like a solid guy, right? Very easy to be able to sniff that out. And women can sniff that out even freaking way farther than that, like 3 miles away. So anyways, that's number 2. Number 3, get really good at problem solving, man, and making decisions. Like if you lack confidence, another thing that can help you is getting really good at problem solving, get really good at making decisions and making them quickly. Because a lot of times people lack confidence because they feel like they're hopeless. They're helpless. They don't know what to do if they're put in a situation, their back's against the wall. They don't know what to do. So get really good at problem solving. Like get really good at learning how to weather the storm of life, because it's going to happen, man, your entire life. There's never going to be a time where actually, you know, there'll be times where things were like calm and things are going really smooth, but you got to understand that that's not going to be a season that lasts forever. You're going to go up and down, undulations. That's what life is, man, up and downs. And so make sure that you get really good at problem solving. Make sure you get really good at making decisions that are going to help pull you out of the mud, so to speak. If you keep spinning your wheels in the mud, you need to learn how to pull yourself out of that. And so get really good at that. Learning how to problem solve is going to be a really big one for you, my dude. And then lastly, number 4 is challenge yourself, man. Challenge yourself, bro. You guys doing the same thing every day over and over and over again, man. Challenge yourself to be better. You know what I'm saying? Like a very small one for me is right now I'm training for a boxing match. This is my first time. Like I don't have an amateur boxing record at all. This is my first time going to step in the ring. I don't know who I'm going to go up against. I might be going up against the next Gervonta Davis. Who knows? But get in the ring and challenge yourself anyways. Like see what you're made of, you know? Take yourself out of your comfort zone is the whole point. Why? Because let's say I get in the ring and I do go up against the next protege, whatever, and I actually win, because anything can happen in a fight. I actually win the fight. Dude, my confidence go through the freaking roof. Like if you can do that, you can do anything. Like you feel like, you know, a monster in that moment. Like I'm King Kong, bro. Can't nobody stop me, bro. Like that's what you want to feel, man. But you only get that feeling from challenging yourself and succeeding in that challenge. And even sometimes, even when you fail, you still feel like a gangster, a freaking G that you even tried it in the first place. Because a lot of people won't even have the balls to try it in the first place, man. So challenging yourself is where you get that feeling. That's where that feeling lives, man. You get the almost like that butterfly feeling of like, the chills of like, dude, this is just, it's like, it's exciting, man. You almost come alive a little bit. So challenge yourself, man. Whether it's trying something like a physical challenge, whether it's a mental challenge where you're testing yourself that way. Doesn't matter, but challenge yourself. Constantly be taking yourself out of your comfort zone, because that's how you're going to become the best man that you can become. And that's going to be the confident guy that women are attracted to. The dude that's like the almost like the thrill seeker, the one that's always doing side quests, side missions, like always like leveling up. That's the dude that people want to be around. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, man, just a couple tips for you. We got to make a part 2 for sure, because there's so many different ways you can increase your confidence. These are just ways that kind of help me personally. And so I hope that they benefit you guys. Take it real seriously. You guys will be developed some nice confidence here soon, man. So anyways, we appreciate you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Drop a comment in here of what you'd like to hear us talk about next. We'll see you soon.